We got like 2 more months until Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer comes out.
Yeah.
That's probably my most anticipated movie of the year, dude. That and like Killers of the Flower Moon. But I think I'm more excited for the Oppenheimer just because I'm just obsessed.
Yeah. I'm excited for Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm excited for Wes Anderson, Oppenheimer. We're going to get some good movies this year.
Yeah, for sure. And then what do you expect from this new Christopher Nolan movie?
I think this is going to be a lot like
Dunkirk?
a little bit of a Dunkirk mixed with Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey plays this pilot that has to go on this crazy mission for the sake of like humanity. I feel like it's going to kind of be some similar trajectory for Oppenheimer, where he has to kind of, sacrifice a lot for this thing that is going to destroy the world, and sacrifice a lot of his like personal life for the greater good of mankind, horrors that come with that, changing the world.
Because this is a true story based on, what's his name, John Oppenheimer? I forgot his name, but Oppenheimer, the guy who developed the atomic bomb. And it's a true historical, like this is his second movie like that happened, a real story that actually happened, and like Dunkirk actually happened. But he made period pieces with The Prestige was a period piece.
Yeah.
And then Dunkirk was a period piece. Christopher Nolan, this is gonna be his third period piece, but I think he's a very modern, contemporary director. I think it's cool because he's used technology in other movies before, where it comes to like the Inception device, and then Tenet, you have like radiation and shit, like this nuclear radiation, and Oppenheimer is name dropped in Tenet. Even though the shit actually happened, this could be a movie, like let's just hypothetically like it didn't happen. This could be like a science fiction Christopher Nolan movie that actually like that he made up or some shit like that. Which is like what I'm really looking forward to, because it is a real life science fiction movie. I feel like it's going to have that to it. He's dealing with technology in a way. He's dealing with sort of like this industrial like feel to it, like the bomb and everything. And it'll be interesting to see what he does with that. And also something I'm looking forward to is what he's going to do with the time, space, and memory aspects. Because there's always something to do with time, you know what I mean? And however he does that, I know in this, there might be some non-linear qualities, because from the trailer you get like black and white trial scenes, and you get color scenes where they're out in the desert and whatever. And I wonder how he's going to deal with that. I do think that this movie will be a little bit more grounded compared to Tenet in a way. I think it'll be like a little more straightforward, because in Christopher Nolan's career, he does do sort of one for me, one for studio, one for me type vibe. You kind of got that with starting with, when he made The Dark Knight, he was like, okay, I'm going to go make Inception, which is my original screenplay baby, for like 160 million, this crazy concept that was like a blockbuster hit anyway. And then he went back, made Dark Knight Rises, which is for like the studio. And then he goes and makes his epic space movie Interstellar, original screenplay by his brother and himself. And then, he goes back to the historical stuff with Dunkirk, which is like more of a crowd pleaser, studio, like Oscar pleaser, even though that movie is experimental in its own right.
Well, I never really feel like he does it for them. I feel like it's all the things he does are for him, but it's more like, okay, he's multifaceted, right?
Yeah.
So there's an aspect of him that's really interested in this grounded stuff, and then there's an aspect of him that's really interested in this theoretical stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be a great decision for him to go and make another crazy sci-fi movie right after Tenet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tenet was like a very polarizing movie, and I'm sure he loved it. I'm sure he really was passionate about it, and I love Tenet. It's like for us, but it was very polarizing, and people were kind of confused, and like his intentions didn't necessarily like travel as far as something like Inception or something. But it's like him taking a swing and him doing like a little heat check for like how crazy he can go. You know what I mean? And like I think he's gonna reel it in more with Oppenheimer and make it more like grounded, easier to follow. It is a true story, so you can't like change things too much, right? I mean, let's see this in like alternative history shit.
You could. I wouldn't put it past him in this,
Yeah, no, I just expect some crazy shit. I know the new trailer just came out like a couple days ago. I didn't see it, but I'm looking like because in the last two trailers there weren't any explosions. Were there any explosions in the new trailer?
Maybe like a frame, but if I were you, I would try to avoid the new trailer.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit like they do in modern trailers nowadays, where that first trailer that you had seen was his intended trailer.
Yeah, no, I love the building of mystique to his movies, because he's so secretive about his movies. Doesn't even want to talk about like anything, dude. He just wants like you to go see it, and it's all revealed. And I just look forward to seeing what the fuck he does with the bomb, bro.
Yeah.
That looks so. It's gonna be. I'm really really excited.
And the sound design in this
Yeah.
gets me so pumped for this movie. Just like the.
Yeah. The sound design, the way it looks, and I know the score is gonna be lit. And then, like, I'm down to watch the trailer if I'm like in the theater. Before seeing it? You know.
Do you know who's the cinematographer? Is it Hoyt?
Yeah, it's Hoyt van Hoytman.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But I do like his trailers are so good. Like they build so much suspense and intrigue and I don't want to watch it like on a phone. I want to like if I'm in the theater, like I don't want to go out of my. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch the trailer because I like the mystique of it and shit. Like Dunkirk, I didn't watch any trailers for it before.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything about it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely want to see some crazy like almost real life science fiction type shit that he does with the bomb or whatever. However he does all the technology and it always feels so grounded and practical. Dude.
Yeah.
And you know that they shot like real explosions for this, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be.
Yeah, they set off a real nuke for it.
And like the whole World War II aspect of like all of his movies have such high stakes now,
Yeah.
dude. Every movie is like the world is ending, we have to save it. Like the city's burning down, and we like have to save this thing, or like just like the stakes are so high. It's gonna be interesting to see the historical context of World War II.
Yeah.
Them building this bomb, and they're like, "Fuck! Like we gotta like make this thing that's gonna either save the world or destroy the world."
Yeah.
And the idea of the nuclear bomb has so much, not relatable, but it's just like so of our time now, still, bro.
Yeah.
Like a bomb that like can
Of
destroy
course,
all
it
of humanity.
It shapes the world we know it today. You
Yeah.
know, and it is probably the most important thing that we've ever created in our society because it's so threatening. Like it's so like destructive, and just like the destructions we have at our fingertips now. It's like
there's always this background anxiety of a nuclear bomb coming.
Yeah.
Like I always think about like what if there was a bomb that blew up in downtown LA? Like we wouldn't even know. It would just be like boom, like it could just happen like that. We'd be 400 times more powerful than the Hiroshima shit, bro. Like what they have now. So it's not even. It's a huge deal. This idea with bombs and shit, and I think that's going to have some sort of something with that like going down in this movie as well. You know, like we're seeing the development of a bomb. Like this is going to be so lit, bro. Like
but also,
not only is it a Christopher Nolan movie, he's talking about this huge like thing that I would be interested in even if he wasn't directing it. You know.
Yeah. But also, I think I'm really interested in the depth they go with Oppenheimer's character because I think there was a lot of regret in creating this, like changing the world for the better or for the good. You know, like you can't deny that it
for
is.
Good or for the better or for the worse of humanity. You know what I mean? Like he's the guy who like technically invented the whole fucking bomb, bro. Like, and imagine being that in that guy's head, like the existential dread, like dread that you're the guy who created this thing. That's just like it'd be crazy to see like what they come up with on a technical aspect and then like on a thematic aspect with this guy, because Christopher Nolan just goes so hard, dude.
He really
goes so hard. The stakes are so high, and I think he's really gonna deliver. Like there's, I'm a Nolan dick writer. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna love it no matter what, dude.
You are. It's gonna be cool.
I think people are gonna love it. I think people like my parents. I think my dad will probably like it.
Yeah.
You know, because my dad did not like Tenet. He doesn't like Inception. Like, history movies, like the boomers love history, especially World War II, dude. Boomers love World War II,
yeah,
bro.
You really do.
They're like their favorite thing is World War II. Bro.
I know.
You know, I love World War II as well. Like it's like my favorite war. The most interesting. It's like the biggest event ever in history.
Yeah.